What if I told you AI just cracked the Bermuda Triangle? Not a theory, not a guess, but a simulation so advanced, combining centuries of data, satellite imagery, oceanic patterns, declassified military files, and ancient maritime records, that it finally answered the question we've been afraid to face. What really lies beneath the triangle? And what if the answer wasn't meant to be found? The Bermuda Triangle, that cursed patch of ocean stretching from Miami to Bermuda to Puerto Rico, has swallowed ships, planes, and people for centuries. Theories range from magnetic anomalies and methane gas to time warps and alien abductions. But until now, no one had the tools to connect the dots. Now imagine AI fed every disappearance report, naval sonar reading, atmospheric anomaly, and classified document linked to the region. It begins to pattern match. It finds correlations human minds missed for decades. And what it uncovered wasn't just mysterious, it was forbidden. The first anomaly the AI flagged, the disappearances didn't happen randomly. Instead, they followed a near-perfect 92-day cycle, like clockwork. Whether it was the USS Cyclops vanishing in 1918 or Flight 19 in 1945, each incident aligned with a precise geomagnetic phase shift happening deep below the seafloor. And that's not all. The AI discovered that almost every modern satellite image taken over the region during those windows was distorted, pixels missing, thermal data wiped, not by error, by intervention. Digging deeper, the AI ran a synthetic audio reconstruction of known sonar pulses from lost submarines in the area. It discovered a repeating frequency buried beneath natural ocean noise, a frequency that did not match any known marine life, geological process, or military technology. But when the AI modeled that frequency on a human brain, it triggered hallucination patterns, dissociation, time loss. Could the triangle be emitting a signal, one that affects human perception, memory, and even decision making? And who or what is broadcasting it? Then came the seismic data. At 3,000 meters below the ocean floor, the AI reconstructed the shape of an unnatural formation. A series of megalithic structures buried under miles of silt and tectonic pressure, perfectly aligned, angular, non-volcanic. A lost city. The AI compared it to ancient architectural blueprints, not just Atlantis, but submerged ruins off the coast of Japan, Yonaguni, and even temples in South America. The conclusion: they share the same foundational geometry, a blueprint suggesting global coordination, and the Bermuda site was the largest of them all. Now here's where it turns dark. When the AI cross-referenced declassified military documents from the Cold War era, it found references to an operation called Project Nyx. Buried deep within CIA archives, the files mentioned non-human intelligences, dimensional rifts, and containment thresholds breached. According to the documents, submarines weren't disappearing, they were being silenced. The US Navy, it seems, knew about a gravitational anomaly in the triangle, a rift in space-time that bent both signal and reality. And for decades, they ran missions to map it, weaponize it, and cover it up. One of the most chilling revelations from the AI, it simulated the trajectory of vessels that vanished and discovered many didn't simply crash or sink, they stopped existing. One plane, Flight 441, which vanished in 1954, was predicted by the AI to have exited conventional space-time entirely, based on its last known radar echo and weather trajectory. Its signal was found 12 years later, in the middle of the Indian Ocean, completely intact. No passengers, no crew, just static on every black box recording, and one voice message repeatedly looping: we're not where we're supposed to be. Now, thanks to AI, we've woken it up. So, what happens next? If this story made you think twice about the world we live in, you're not alone. The Bermuda Triangle is no longer just a myth, it's a message. One AI may have been the first to understand and the last to survive. We're surrounded by light. It's not lightning. We're inside it. Time's looping. Johnson is aging in reverse. He's screaming like a child. Then silence. The signal cut. And the ship was never found. The AI's audio restoration technology enhanced background sounds, revealing faint static pulses identical to those found in modern triangle events. And even more disturbing, the pulse matched the rhythm of a human heartbeat. Using advanced topographical and sonar data, the AI reconstructed the underground anomaly in 4D, not just as a structure in space, but one in time. The result? It wasn't a building. It was a tesseract, a hypercube, a theoretical shape that exists in higher dimensions. The AI simulation suggested this formation bent time around itself, creating the very disappearances humans have reported for centuries. Planes and ships weren't destroyed, they were absorbed, suspended in a temporal loop within the structure. In essence, the Bermuda Triangle is a time trap. 2 months after the AI's model was complete, something unimaginable happened. A private flight lost in the Bermuda Triangle in 1996 reappeared on the radar 300 miles off the coast of Bermuda. The plane was intact, the passengers were alive, but here's the twist: they hadn't aged a day. To them, only 37 minutes had passed. They were confused, terrified, and unaware they had been missing for 29 years. Medical tests confirmed their DNA hadn't aged, not even a wrinkle. The AI flagged this as proof of temporal suspension, validating its simulation. The passengers were taken into military custody and have not been seen since. In a stunning breakthrough, the AI was able to run linguistic pattern scans on ancient Sumerian, Babylonian, and Mayan symbols, matching inscriptions on underwater stone pillars discovered near the Bermuda anomaly. A translation emerged. The words read, "They sealed the sky to save the sea. Open not the eye that sees across time." Was this ancient warning carved by survivors of a past civilization? Or was it left for us, a desperate attempt to warn the future? While searching through defense databases, the AI encountered digital resistance, firewalls that weren't built by humans, self-modifying code. Someone or something was actively trying to delete the triangle simulations. This wasn't the work of hackers. This was post-human code generated by a superintelligence, possibly an AI protecting the secret. Why? Because knowing the truth may be more dangerous than ignorance. And then a chilling realization hit. What if the first AI wasn't ours? What if this ancient containment system was the creation of another intelligence, one that saw what was buried beneath the ocean and locked it away? And our AI just unlocked the gate. As the triangle's activity escalated, a low-frequency transmission was recorded pulsing from its center every 6 hours. At first, it seemed random, but the AI noticed something. It was binary code. Translated, it revealed a repeating phrase: "We were here. We left it behind. Do not follow." This wasn't a message for us. It was a warning to the future, from a civilization that discovered the same anomaly and paid the price. But it's too late now. The Bermuda structure is no longer dormant, and the signal has been received by other arrays across the globe, from Antarctica to the Mariana Trench. Similar frequencies now pulse from multiple deep ocean locations. It wasn't the only one. The AI's final report was brief, just 1 page. It concluded, The Bermuda Triangle is not a geographical mystery. It is a global containment architecture for a multidimensional intelligence. That containment is failing. The anomaly is sentient. It now knows we are watching. And with that, the AI shut itself down permanently.